goes as expected, then we will descend in the hole to 2800. Descend another 100 feet to 2700 at Dubuque. And then from there, the minimum is, we'll call it 1400 decision altitude. This is an LPV approach, so we should get the indication for vertical guidance here.
Today I'm going to show an RNAV instrument approach, relying on GPS for guidance. I'm flying with my friend Clint from Cedar Rapids, Iowa to Madison, Wisconsin for breakfast at the Jet Room restaurant, and about halfway there is Dubuque, Iowa, on the Mississippi River. Ceilings are reported as 300 overcast, and in order to stay proficient and current for instrument flying, I decided to fly an instrument approach there and then continue on to Madison. Here's the ATIS.
Dubuque Tower, this information, November 1253 Zulu weather. Wind 050 at 12, visibility 2½ mist. Sky conditions, ceiling 300 overcast. Temperature 6, 2.5, altimeter 3001. Runway 36 in use, expect an ILS approach. Notice Chairman, Dubuque RCO 122.05 out of service. Advise on initial contact that you have information November.
Let's see what runway 36 would look like, the ILS. We could fly that one. Minimums go down at 200, but this one does not have the option of adding a hold in.
I do want to fly a hold for my course reversal, not just a procedure turn, because I do need an occasional hold for instrument currency. The ILS to runway 36 doesn't offer that.
Okay, so we'll see if we can get the 1-3, and if not, we'll skip Dubuque and go to Madison and figure something out on the way back. Okay.
Dubuque is controlled by Chicago Center, so as soon as we get handed off to them, I ask for the RNAV runway 13 approach there.
Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo, contact Chicago Center 133.905. Good day.
Chicago on 133.95, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo. Thanks for the help. Have a good day too.
Seven 0 Tango Bravo, you here at 7?
Chicago Center, yes sir. Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo was just switched over. We're at 7,000.
70 Tango Bravo, Chicago Center, Roger, Dubuque, altimeter 3001.
3001 and Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, if possible, for practice purposes, we would like to do one approach in Dubuque and then continue to Madison. Would it be possible to do the RNAV runway 13 on our own, starting at the Hulot intersection?
American 186 Chicago Center, Roger. Cross Jackson, maintain 15,000. Altimeter at Rockford 3001. We're 70 Tango Bravo, clear direct Hulot.
Clear direct Hulot, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo. And could we get lower also, please?
Stand by.
My GPS still thought I was going to Madison, so the approaches at Dubuque don't show up until I enter Dubuque as my destination airport.
Okay, so first we gotta change destination.
Seven 0 Tango Bravo, descend at your discretion, maintain 4,000.
4,000, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, thank you.
And is this going to be a touch and go and then on to Madison or a full stop?
We just like to do a low approach and then off to Madison, Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo.
Okay.
Okay, so we can go to 4,000.
Weber 2108, level 9,000, direct speed time. Weber 2108, Chicago Center, Roger, Dubuque, altimeter 3001. 3001, Weber 2108.
Need to get the approach in to runway 13. Hulot, activate.
Do they assume you want to hold?
Envoy 3587, Chicago Center.
Yeah, because I told him I want to do the approach on my own.
3001.
I see.
Okay, next frequency we'll need is the tower. That frequency is 119.5.
Doing the approach on our own, as you heard me say here, simply means that we fly without any radar vectors, in other words without air traffic control telling us what heading to fly. The alternative would be to receive vectors to the final approach course from air traffic control, where GPS guidance is only used to intercept and fly the final approach. But today I want to fly a holding pattern, and I cannot do that with vectors to final.
So what we're going to do is we'll fly into the hold here at Hulot, use the hold to reverse course, 5 mile legs, and we'll do that with an opposite entry. So we go outbound, opposite on the 132 here, come back in to Hulot, and we'll just do this one turn. That's the...
It's a teardrop thing that you'll come back in?
Yeah, teardrop will be from here. We would enter and then join the 132 that way, but we're going on on the opposite side because we're coming from the southwest.
Okay.
And then altitudes as discussed. In the hold we go to descend to 2800, then to 2700
3587, contact garage for approach 121.0
at Joe Pucks, and then 1400, and we may or may not see the runway there. Then we go missed approach, climb straight ahead to 3100, direct Jibda and hold there. That could be a teardrop or an opposite entry, but by then we'll probably get on our way to Madison again.
70 Tango Bravo, flight heading of 360, that's a vector for Hulot.
Heading 360, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo.
70 Tango Bravo, advising you have 8th November at Dubuque.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, we have 8th November at Dubuque.
Roger, thank you, sir. And I understand you just want a low approach.
Affirmative, yeah. We'd like to do the hold at Hulot, then a low approach, and then continue to Madison if that's possible.
Oh, I see. So you don't want vectors for Hulot, you want to do the full approach, and then you just want to do like a low approach.
Affirmative, Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo. I'd like to do the approach, including the hold at Hulot on our own, without vectors.
Roger, so no, you want to do the procedure turn.
Affirmative, Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo.
Roger. All right, 70 Tango Bravo, clear direct Hulot, thank you.
Direct Hulot, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo.
What you witnessed here was a misunderstanding of what I really wanted to do for this approach. I thought the phrase, fly the approach on our own with the hold, was pretty clear, but maybe I could have made it easier for ATC by calling it a procedure turn instead of a hold.
Okay, we got 4 minutes left to Hulot. Will take us not quite to the 4,000 at the current descent rate, so take a little more power out. I will fly this approach without the gear down, because we're not intending to land. If anything happens on final that makes us think we do want to land, we will get the gear down.
Okay.
American 186, contact Chicago Center 133.35. Good day.
And we'll fly this one on autopilot, and then in Madison the one I'll hand fly.
When I practice approaches, I usually take turns between using the autopilot and hand flying. That way, I hope to be proficient doing either method, and I can also make sure the autopilot is still working correctly.
United 686, contact Chicago Center 133.35. 3335, United 686.
Heater heat is on, temperatures above freezing.
our 70 Tango Bravo, I understand after this practice approach you want to go to Madison, right?
Affirmative, Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo. Okay, 2.5 minutes to the hold.
Runway 3345, descend and maintain 6,000, the vault altimeter 3008. Our 70 Tango Bravo, 5 miles from Hulot. Maintain at about 3,000, total established on public segment approach cleared. Full RNAV, runway 13 approach Dubuque Airport.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, 3,000 until established on the approach. Cleared for the RNAV 13 approach at Dubuque. Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo.
70 Tango Bravo, thank you. And that's, just to clarify, that's the full RNAV runway 13 approach.
Affirmative, the full RNAV 13 approach. Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo.
This was our approach clearance. From here on, we follow the route depicted on the approach chart, both laterally and vertically.
Okay, so this sends us outbound here to the end and then a reversal. And we can continue our descent to 3,000 until we're established.
November 70 Tango Bravo. If you can report the procedure turn inbound.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, will call.
Report procedure turn inbound simply means that we should let the controller know when the course reversal in the holding pattern is complete. In other words, when we are aligned with the final approach course.
It tells us hold parallel. Got a mile to go. And switching to heading mode.
Here you can see us entering the holding pattern. Approaching Hulot from this direction, we fly what's called a parallel entry into the hold, flying outbound from Hulot in the opposite direction of the normal inbound course. Then we'll turn around at the end and intercept the inbound course.
Runway 3345, contact the Minneapolis 2128.6. Yeah. 647 Mike Kilo, how's your ride been?
Absolutely smooth for Mike Kilo.
Okay.
Back to the inbound leg. 136 is what the GPS is saying. And we don't need to hurry with the descent. We have another 6 miles from Hula to Joe Pugs, and at Joe Pugs we got to be 2,700. That's the final approach fix, so you can take it easy on the descent.
Right, you maintain above 2,800 until Hula.
647 Mike Kilo, just maintain 11,000, Madison altimeter 3004.
004 down to 11,000 for Mike Kilo. Thanks.
your left turn. Ultimately intercept the final approach course here.
One 9301, Chicago, Roger.
Chicago Center, yeah, 2144 with you at 11 points.
Cap flight 2144, Chicago, Roger.
As we approach the inbound course, we're waiting for the course deviation bar on the HSI to start moving. Ultimately, the course deviation bar needs to be centered, but as soon as we see it moving towards the center, I'll start a gradual turn to the right so as to not overshoot our inbound course.
Okay, needle is moving. We'll reduce the angle a little bit.
Chicago Center, good morning. Saratoga 132 Golf Tango is with you, level 4000.
132 Golf Tango, is that you at 4,000?
That's from good 2 Golf Tango 4000.
2 Golf Tango, the Chicago Center Rider, the Dubuque Tower 3001.
01, 2 Golf Tango.
Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo is proceed to turn inbound.
70 Tango Bravo, roger.
Okay, 2800 is our minimum here. Once we get to Hula, it's 2700, so we're in a very slight descent.
Over 70 Tango Bravo. Radar services are terminated. Contact Dubuque Tower 119.5.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, Tower 119.5. Thanks for the help. Dubuque Tower, good morning. Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo is on the RNAV 13 approach.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, Dubuque Tower, good morning. How will this approach terminate?
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo would like to do a low approach, go missed immediately, and then proceed to our destination, Madison.
Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo, roger. Runway 13, you're clear for the option.
Runway 13 cleared for the option. Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo.
Current winds are 040 at 12.
Cleared for the option means that we have a choice between landing to a full stop, doing a touch and go, or a low approach, which is what we're going to do, where we don't touch down on the runway but simply climb after the missed approach point.
Okay, we're on the way to Joe Park, so 2700 now.
2,700 feet is the altitude at which we can expect to intercept the glide path, which guides us vertically to the runway on this RNAV approach. You can already see the glide slope pointers here in the HSI, indicating that we're still below the glide path. So we simply maintain our altitude until the glide slope indicator centers, and then keep it centered by descending on the glide path. That will take us straight to the runway.
unless we get different hold instruction, missed approach instructions, 3100 straight ahead. Okay, 2.5 miles to Joe Pugs. At that point, we should intercept the glide path. And in preparation for the mist, we'll take the mixture ridge. Open the cowl flaps. Well, we'll do that when we get closer. Don't want to cool it down too early. LPV is confirmed by the GPS. And again, we'll go to a minimum of 1400. Glide path coming in, needles moving. Autopilot should intercept the glide path and start the descent. Intercept.
Normally, we'd have the landing gear down at this point, but since we have no intention of landing in Dubuque, I left it up. You can see how that increased our speed as we descend on the glide path.
$1,400. Okay, I'm full ridge. When we go mist, I'll open the cowl flaps, push throttle and mixture forward. Everything else is set up.
I said throttle and mixture here, but you probably noticed that I already had the mixture at full ridge for the go-around. What I meant was throttle and propeller. I use callouts to indicate how many feet above the decision altitude we are.
400 to go. Can occasionally see ground. 300 to go. $200 to go. 100 to go. Minimums, and runway inside. Cowl flaps open. Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo is on the mist.
Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo, roger, proceed on course, climb and maintain 3000.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo 3000, and is that on course Madison?
Yep, on course Madison.
On course Madison and 3000, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo.
Madison is no longer in my GPS flight plan, so I need to re-enter it.
Bonanza 0 Tango Bravo, contact Chicago Center 133.905. You have a good day.
133.905, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo. You too, and thanks for the help. runway is 3000. Chicago Center, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo with you again, 3000 on course to Madison.
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo, Chicago Center radar contact, 2 miles east of Dubuque, show you 3000. With Alpha 2, would you like to cruise that?
Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo would like to go to 5000, please.
70 Tango Bravo, climb maintain 5000.
Climb maintain 5000, Bonanza 70 Tango Bravo.
And so we proceed at 5,000 feet to Madison. We will also fly an RNAV approach there, but the weather in Madison is much better and we can see the airport and runway from far away, even before reaching the final approach fix.